All right, so now we're going to be looking at a percentage of buying cost, looking at markup. So, markup as a percentage of buying cost is the markup or margin divided by the buying cost. And markup as a percentage of selling price, is just the markup or margin as a percentage of the selling price. So we're going to be getting them as decimals or fractions, and we will need to convert them into percentages for our final answer. A book selling for 16 dirhams cost the seller 12 dirhams. So the margin would be 16 minus 12, or 4 dirhams. What is the markup as a percentage of buying cost? So the markup as a percentage of buying cost would be our markup, 4 dirhams, and the buying cost is 12 dirhams. So buying cost, selling price, and 4 over 12. We'll get our calculator out. 4 over 12 gives us 1/3. We need to make that into a decimal, multiply by 100, and we get 33.3%. The next one is markup as a percentage of selling price. So once again, we're going to do 4 because that is our markup over 16. So 4 over 16, we multiply by 100, and we get that that is 25%. Pretty easy. Let's look at the next one. Next one's a little bit more complicated. A pen sells for 20 dirhams, so that's my selling price. The margin is 25% of the selling price. So what is the buying cost? Okay, so the margin of the selling price is the margin over the selling price. Okay, well, we know the selling price is 20 dirhams, and we know that the margin is 25%. So we get 25 over 100 equals the margin over 20. How do we solve this? We cross multiply, and we get that 100m equals, okay, 20 times 25, 500. So the margin is 5. Okay, well, if the pen sells for 20 dirhams and we want the buying cost and the margin is 5, we take that 20, subtract 5, and we get that the buying cost is 15 dirhams. So you can see how we're doing a lot more application with these problems. A radio has a markup of 50 dirhams, which is 25% of the selling price. What is the selling price? The exact same application. Markup of 50 dirhams. So the margin of the selling price is the margin over the selling price. Okay. The margin is 50. We don't know the selling price, but we know this is 25%. So we cross multiply, and we get 25 times the selling price equals 5,000. So we get that the selling price is, let's put it in our calculators, 5,000 divided by 25, 200 dirhams. What is the selling price? The selling price is 200 dirhams. So this was buying cost, this was selling price. An album that sells for 12 dirhams costs 8 dirhams. What is the markup? 12 minus 8 is 4 dirhams. What is the markup as a percentage of the buying cost? So markup as a percentage of buying cost is 4 over the buying cost, 8. So we get our calculator out. 4 divided by 8. We have to multiply by 100 to make it a percentage, and we get that that is 50%. percent.